lovelies. Welcome to your new moon in Aries yoga class. My name is Natasha, also known as Nourish Natasha. If you're new here, welcome. If you're old here, welcome back. Just so you know, I do teach all my classes as accessibly as I can for all bodies, plus size bodies. I will offer variations for all the poses. I do encourage you to bring with you any props that you need for your practice. So I have my blocks up here. I have a strap behind me. You can use a pillow, bolster, blanket, anything that you need for you and your body to feel good and to make your practice your own. I want you to bring it with you. And remember that everything I say is an option, not an order. Make this your practice, do what feels good in your body. And yeah, it's the Aries new moon, my friends. So this is our first new moon of the new astrological year. So if you look at the wheel of astrology, the wheel of zodiacs, Pisces season is the last season, Aries season is the first season. So this is kind of like our astrological new year, especially with this new moon. This is the time to be manifesting what you want the rest of your year, the astrological year, so from now until like next end of March-ish, to look like. The Aries new moon is the night of March 31st into April 1st. So for me, I'm in the Pacific time zone. It's like, I want to say like 11:30 at night on March 31st, and then in different time zones. It kind of depends on what time zone you're in, but it can also be on April 1st, so it's that night. And yeah, and I just wanted to let you guys know that I do also have a YouTube membership. So if you want live classes, live new moon and full moon workshops, access to a 30-day yoga challenge that you can do either on your own, or I will host challenges every other month. Live weekly tarot readings, all that jazz. You can click the join button on this video or on my channel. It only shows up on desktop, I believe, but I'll also put a direct link in the description box. But we are going to be doing a live new moon in Aries workshop on March 30th. So if you're watching this before then, come join us. Only $9.99 a month for all of those awesome perks. You get a private Discord chat community as well. So yeah, I just want to throw that shameless self-promotion in there, but I would love to see you for the live new moon in Aries workshop. I give worksheets, and we do a little bit of live yoga, a workshop, and a tarot reading, and it's really awesome to just connect with the community. So that being said, yeah, what's going on for this new moon in Aries? So Aries, if you know an Aries, they're a little bit fiery. It is a fire sign. You know, it's very passionate energy, very fiery energy, very moving forward energy. Aries in the body rules the head, the face, the arteries, the hair, and your blood. So this class is going to be very getting that blood flowing kind of energy. It is going to be, you know, a little bit more faster paced. We're going to be doing some core work. We're really going to be working on the solar plexus chakra, which is the chakra that Aries rules. And it's that chakra of personal power, of that fiery personal power, confidence, and strength. What else do I want to say about this new moon? Aries in tarot represents the emperor. That's that boss energy. That's that go for it energy. And this new moon in Aries is really truly all about taking action and making a wish. I saw another creator talking about how, first of all, we have a Neptune and Jupiter conjunct in Pisces. So that's both of Pisces planets are back in Pisces. It's very dreamy energy. You might kind of feel like you're in another dimension. I'm a Pisces, so I thrive here. But also on the night of the Aries new moon, I believe the sun and the moon are both going to be at 11 degrees Aries. And, you know, 11:11, if you believe in angel numbers, it's like that's the time to make a wish. So you should be making a wish under this Aries new moon for whatever it may be, how you want the rest of the year to look. And new moons are all about setting intentions, manifesting, setting those goals, like doing the thing. So this is your moon to take all that powerful energy, to tap into your confidence and take action, do the thing, make a wish. Like this is the time, and again, we have that conjunct Neptune and Jupiter and Pisces, like whatever those big dreams are, your dreams, your goals, I want you to make a wish. Wishes and manifestations are similar, but not the same. Manifestation is like, yes, you are manifesting it, but you're also working towards it. A wish is like, it's like the Nine of Cups. It's like wish fulfillment. It's paradise. It's that thing that you really, really want, and you can make that wish, set that intention, and also, yes, work for it. But I want it to be like wild. I want it to be like your wildest dreams come true. Whatever that may be, I want you to make that wish under this Aries new moon. I think that is all I got, my lovelies. We're going to get started. We're actually going to get started standing for this class. So take your time to get to the top of your mat. Grab some water before we start. All right. Standing at the top of your mat, and also wearing shorts today. I don't usually wear shorts in my yoga class, but it's already like 90 degrees in Las Vegas, so we're rocking the shorts. Standing at the top of our mat in our Tadasana mountain pose, you can stand with your feet hips distance apart or a little wider, whatever feels right for you and your body, honoring those thighs, honoring your belly, just standing in a way that feels comfortable for you. You can bring your hands to either side of you. Palms are facing forward. You're standing nice and tall as if someone was pulling a string from the top of your head. And you can keep your eyes open for this, or you can close them. I feel like, for me, eyes open, especially with this Aries new moon energy, is like more powerful. I feel like I'm kind of staring down my goals and dreams, but you can also close your eyes if that helps you get more in tune here. And again, palms are facing forward, fingers are active, as if you kind of have that fire shooting out of the front of your hands, shooting out forward. Standing tall and powerful in this mountain pose, Tadasana. And maybe just to tap into this grounding energy, lift up all 10 toes and then bring them back down to the mat just so we're grounded. You know, the Aries fire energy can make us feel a little ungrounded. We want to get grounded here. And just start to bring your awareness to your breath. I don't want you to change anything about it. I just want you to notice it as it goes in and out. Maybe on the inhale, you feel the shoulders rise, the chest expand, the belly expand. And on the exhale, a gentle release. Again, on the inhale, you fill up, you take up space. And on the exhale, gently relax and let go. I want you to continue these long, deep inhales and exhales. And as you breathe here, just start to take inventory, start to check in with the mind, the body, the soul. We're practicing non-judgment here, non-attachment. So if you notice any blockages, constraints, you know, any tensions that are kind of filling you up, whether it's physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, I want you to acknowledge those things, right? We can't ignore them. What we resist persists, but we can acknowledge them and practice non-judgment, non-attachment. Just know that they're there and know that we can work through them. And I want you to especially think about here, as you're taking inventory, take inventory of what lights you up, what lights that inner fire, what lights you up inside, what causes that kind of inner fire in the solar plexus chakra in our abdomen, what causes that fire to be lit, what causes that spark, how do you feel powerful, what makes you feel powerful, how do we get that inner fire stoked and going and roaring. Think about what a wish come true would feel like. What would kind of make that fire the biggest, best, brightest fire that it could be? What goal or dream makes you feel that way? Allow yourself to fill up with that energy, that fire burning in your belly. Feel that warmth build. We'll seal this and also share this energy with everyone here doing the class with you with a community breath. I want you to take a really big inhale in through the nose, filling up the chest, filling up the belly, taking up space. And open mouth exhale, share the energy. One more just like that, really big inhale in. Fill up, take up space. And open mouth exhale. Share it with everyone here doing this class with you. Now we're going to work on our Ujjayi breath. This is a form of pranayama, of breath control. It is also known as warrior's breath, victorious breath, or fire breath, dragon's breath. It has a lot of different names, but it's our Ujjayi breath. And we are going to use this to build our inner fire. I'm going to remind you of this breath throughout practice, throughout this class, but we're going to practice it together here and now. So Ujjayi breath is in and out through the nose, but it's a very audible breath. It's like you're trying to fog up a window with your mouth closed, and you're going to feel it and you're going to hear it in the back of your throat. I like to describe it almost as like a dragon breathing fire, but with your mouth closed, or Darth Vader breath. You can hear it. It's really loud, so I'm going to demo it for you. So it's in through the nose. Mouth is closed. Exhale out through the nose. I don't know if my audio will pick that up, but inhale in. Exhale out. So it's like, again, you're fogging up that window in front of you, but your mouth is closed. So you feel that heat rising in your throat. You can hear it. You can feel the rumbling. We're going to do that a few times here. I want you to cycle through an Ujjayi breath 3 to 5 times. So in and out. In and out. Last one here, in and out. I want you to continue this breath on your own. Feel the warmth growing from your throat, radiating to the other parts of your body. This is our victorious breath, our warm breath, our fire breath, whatever you want to call it. It's our Ujjayi breath, and we're going to continue this through practice. And we're going to add on some movement here. And I want you to use the breath, use the Ujjayi breath as we flow through these half sun salutes. So I want you to inhale your arms up overhead. Exhale, we fold, gently, slowly. Inhale, bring the hands to the shins, press into them for your halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come to standing. Exhale, hands to heart. Are you practicing that Ujjayi breath? We're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale, arms up, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come to standing. Exhale, hands to heart. Last one, tap into that Ujjayi breath. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Now here, I want you to plant those hands. We're gently going to step back. So you're going to slowly step back 1 foot, drop to the knee, step back the other. Take your time here. And from your table, or you can step back to your feet, we're all just going to lower gently down to our bellies. So take your time here to come down to your belly. You're going to have your hands underneath the shoulders. And we're going to flow through some low cobras here. So elbows are squeezed into the sides, hands are beneath the shoulders. I want you to inhale, just lift the head, the chest, the shoulders. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise. Don't forget your Ujjayi breath. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Now, option to stay here flowing through your low cobras, or option to flow through some high cobras. So if you want to try high cobra, you're going to bring your hands back right next to your rib cages. So kind of right on that broad line. So the hands are going to come back. Elbows are still going to squeeze into the sides. We're going to focus on our Ujjayi breath. And this time we're going to inhale, straighten the arms, press up to your high cobra. Pelvis and hips are pressed into the mat. Chin is lifted. Shoulders pressed away from the ears. Exhale, bend the elbows, release. Inhale for your cobra, whether it's low or high. Exhale, release. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale, 2 more. Inhale, feel that fire building in your belly. Exhale. Last one, inhale, rise. You can maybe shake out or flip your hair here. Get into that Aries energy. Exhale, release. Now on the next inhale, I want you to gently rise to a tabletop position. So coming to your hands and knees, now you can place a pillow or a blanket underneath your knees for some extra support. Shoulder, elbow, wrist are stacked. Hips are stacked over the knees. And we're going to flow through our cat-cow here. Now I want you to again tap into that Ujjayi breath and tap into that Aries energy of maybe if you want to shake out your hair here. If you want to just kind of do what feels good, we're going to fire up this inner fire, this inner power. I want you to inhale, lift the chin, open the chest, dropping the belly, arching the back. Exhale to round, drop chin to chest, dumb out the shoulders. Inhale, open, remember your Ujjayi breath. And exhale, round. Now flow through 5 to 7 more of these on your own breath, practicing your Ujjayi breath, and moving in a way that feels good for you. So listening to your body. Maybe you want to take it from side to side. Maybe you want to take some full body circles. Maybe you want to get your hair in it. Tap into this fiery, powerful Aries energy. And trust yourself. Trust your inner fire where you want to go as we flow through this cat-cow. Go ahead and gently finish out this last round. Come back to a neutral spine. Now we're going to do some core work here, work on some balancing. So we're going to, from our tabletop, first we're going to do the right arm and the left leg. Now you can do one or the other or both. So you can extend the right arm, or you can extend the left leg back, or you can extend both. Keeping the hands and the feet, the toes active, no matter if you're doing one or the other or both. We really want those appendages to be active and engaged. You're going to inhale, lengthen. Exhale, try to squeeze in your elbow to your knee. They don't have to touch, you're just going to squeeze. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, lengthen. Remember your Ujjayi breath. Exhale, squeeze. 2 more. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And go ahead and gently release. Shake it out for a moment. And we'll take it to the other side. Again, left arm and right leg this time. You can do one or the other or both, making sure fingers and toes are active. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch it in, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squeeze. Remember that Ujjayi breath. Inhale. And exhale. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale, squeeze. Inhale. And exhale. Go ahead and release for me. Shake it out. And we're going to find our way to a child's pose. So I want you to bring your knees as wide as the mat. Sink those hips down to your heels. Reach those arms out to drop your chest and your forehead to the mat. And I want you to sink in here. I want you to focus on your Ujjayi breath. And I want you to focus on that dream, that wish, whatever lights your fire inside of you. I want you to fill yourself up with that heat, that warmth, using your Ujjayi breath and also focusing on your dream. Gently, on your next inhale, you can rise to your tabletop. And on your exhale, we're going to tuck those back toes and find our downward facing dog. So lifting those hips up and back to the wall behind you. Pressing palms into the mat. Driving heels down towards the mat. They don't have to touch, but just intentionally pressing them down. Pressing that chest towards the thigh. And find some movement here in your downward facing dog. So maybe pedaling out the feet, Maybe shaking those hips, maybe shaking the head, shake that hair out for that Aries energy. And remember your Ujjayi breath here. Go ahead and find some stillness in your downward dog. Inhale, gaze to the top of the mat, and exhale, we're going to travel to a forward fold. So you might take a few baby steps forward. Maybe take one big old step for me forward, finding yourself in a forward fold. And just take a moment here. In this forward fold, remember you can widen the feet to honor and make space for your belly and thighs. You can grab for opposite elbows. You can sway from side to side, just doing what feels good for you and your body here. Gently come to stillness. Bring hands to shins, press into them. Inhale for a halfway lift, flat spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to standing. And exhale your hands to your heart center. Take a moment here. Tap into that Ujjayi breath if you forgot. Fill yourself up with this warmth. And gently when you're ready, you can open your eyes if they were closed. Shake it out a little bit. Now we're going to work on some standing core here to prepare us for our warrior 3. We're going to work through our other warriors. We're going to work through our core and just prepare ourselves for this posture. Warriors are our Virabhadrasanas. They are kind of, it's the most Aries pose, I feel like, kind of fills us up with that inner fire. So standing at the top of your mat, like I said, we're going to get into this core work. I want you to bring your hands to your hips. We're going to start with the right leg. So you're going to put your weight into your left leg. And you're going to come to the tippy toes or the ball of that right foot. So just lifting your heel up off the mat. Option to stay right here and kind of play around with your balance here. Option to bend at the knee and start to lift that foot up off the mat. Again, we're bending at the knee. The foot is staying active, so either pointed or flexed. And we're trying to get this knee to come out from our hip and then the foot out from the knee. So creating this kind of 90-degree angle here. And just breathe here. You're going to feel that core engage. Focus on your Ujjayi breath. Focus your gaze, your drishti on something that's not moving. To hold your balance. Take an inhale here and exhale. Release the foot down. We'll take it to the other side. So putting your weight now into your right foot, coming to tippy toes of the left foot, maybe hanging out here. Maybe lifting, bending into the knee, flexing or pointing the foot, and balancing here, tapping into your Ujjayi breath, breathing here. You can always use a wall or a shelf or a chair to hold on to for balance. And go ahead and gently release. Shake it out a little bit for me. And now we're going to flow through some warriors or Virabhadrasanas. So from standing, you can also take this from a vinyasa if that's in your practice. I'm going to cue these from standing. My hands are on my hips. My right foot is going to come to center. My left foot's going to step back into my warrior 1. So it's a little bit shorter of a stance than our warrior 2. My back foot's flat at a 45-degree angle. I'm going to bend into my right knee. My right foot's pointing forward. And then I'm going to square off my torso to the front of the mat. Back leg is straight. Right knee over ankle. Torso is square. And once I feel this solid base, I can inhale my arms up. I'm going to tap into that Ujjayi breath here in my warrior. Feel that inner fire growing. Now I want you to take a big inhale here, reach, Exhale, open up to warrior two. So I'm opening my arms and my hips, and I might need to widen my stance a little bit into this warrior two. Right knee stays over ankle, but I'm going from a closed hip to an open hip. Back foot now is parallel with the short edge of the mat. Front foot still parallel with the long edge of the mat. Hips are open. My arms are open. Take a second to make sure your shoulders aren't shrugged up to your ears. And gaze powerfully over those front fingertips like you're looking at that wish, that dream right in front of you. And you can see it clearly. Tap into that Ujjayi breath. Now on your next inhale, I want you to shift the torso forward, and exhale, find an extended side angle. So you can use your block here. You can place that bottom arm on the block. Arms can be at 12 and 6 o'clock. Or if you want a more lateral side bend, you can bring your right forearm to your right thigh and take that side bend over, keeping the chest open to the ceiling. Again, do what feels good for you and your body. Breathing here, maybe gazing up towards that top hand. Now you're going to inhale, use the core to rise. Exhale, flip the front palm, reverse your warrior. So make sure this warrior lunge stays intact. So your right knee stays over ankle. It likes to straighten when we reverse. Keep the integrity of that lunge. Reach back. Inhale, use the core to rise. Exhale, just step back to the top of your mat for me. Shake it out. All right, my lovelies, we got the other side to do. So from standing, hands are on hips. Left foot comes center. Right foot steps back for me into your warrior one. Again, a little shorter of a stance. Left knee comes over ankle. Back foot is at a 45-degree angle. Back leg is straight. I'm finding this stable base. And then squaring off my torso to the front of the mat. And then maybe I inhale my arms up. Tapping into that Ujjayi breath. Take a big inhale here. Exhale, opening up arms and hips. And stance, maybe widening the stance a little bit to our warrior two. Again, front knee stays over ankle, hips are open. I'm going to gaze over those front fingertips like I'm staring at what I want most in this world. Tapping into that Ujjayi breath. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, find that extended side angle. So maybe using your block here. Maybe taking that more lateral side bend. Doing what feels right for you and your body. Inhale, use that core to rise. Exhale, flip the front palm, reverse your warrior. Check in with this front leg. Did it straighten? Maybe we need to bend into it. Inhale, use the core to rise, and exhale, step back to the top of your mat. Shake it out for me. All right, my friends, we're going to play around with our warrior three here. Now, what I want you to do is have any props that you need. So if you would like a chair to maybe hold on to, you can use a shelf, a stable shelf, or you can use a wall for balance. This is a balancing posture. You can also use your blocks to place your hands on. Standing at the top of our mat. Hands can come to your hips. Again, we're going to start with the right leg, so we're going to put our weight into the left leg. And we're going to start the same as we did with our core work. So maybe coming to the tippy toes or the ball of the right foot. Maybe hanging out here. Maybe we're going to lift up that leg, bending at the knee, pointing or flexing the foot. Maybe we're going to hang out here. Maybe we're going to start to lean the torso forward with a straight spine and bring that leg back behind us. You do not have to straighten the leg. I want you to keep it bent and start to bring it behind you, almost like you're kicking yourself in the butt, leaning forward with a straight spine. Maybe you want to start to straighten that leg back and lean forward even deeper. Now this is where you can grab onto your chair. You can hover against a wall. You can keep the hands at your hips. You can bring them to heart center. You can take airplane arms, squeezing those shoulder blades behind you. Or you can extend the arms overhead for your warrior 3. Now the toes are active, either pointed or flexed. Hips are squared down to the mat. If you start to open that hip up, that's a different posture. I want your hips squared down to the mat. And I want you to play around here. Allow yourself to fall, allow yourself to wobble. That's part of the practice. Maybe play around with some different arm variations. Trying to keep a straight spine so head, shoulders, hips, and foot are all in a nice straight line. And maybe tap into your Ujjayi breath while you're there. Tap into that inner fire that's being stoked in your core. And when you're done playing around, you're gently going to inhale, rise, and bring that leg down. Shake it out for me. Take your time. And we will take it to the other side. So, from standing, putting my weight into my right foot, coming to tippy toes of my left. Maybe hanging out here, maybe lifting that knee, lifting the foot up, flexing or pointing the toes. Maybe inhaling here, maybe exhale, start to shift forward, start to shift that leg back, keeping it bent for now. And then maybe I start to hinge forward even deeper and straighten that leg back. From there, you can play around with arm variations. You can remember to always keep a micro bend in this right leg, or the leg that's supporting us. You don't want to hyperextend that leg. And just playing around here. Maybe using your chair or your props or your wall. Playing around with different arm variations, allowing yourself to wobble and to fall. Remembering that we will probably wobble and fall in pursuit of our dreams, and that's okay. It's part of the journey. It is part of the practice, my friends. Keeping those hips square down to the mat. Maybe tap into your Ujjayi breath. And when you're done playing, just gently lifting and bringing that foot down and shaking it out for me. Take your time. Maybe shake out that hair a little bit. Maybe you want to massage your face a little bit. That's our Aries energy in the face. And my face definitely feels warm. All right, coming to standing at the top of your mat. I just want you to inhale those arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold for me. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant those hands just gently, one at a time. Step back one leg, step back the other, and come to a seat on your butt. And we're gonna work our way to our backs. I'm gonna bring my blocks with me for some support later on. Coming to a seat on my butt. Now, if you want to tap into a little bit more core work here, as we release to our backs, legs are extended in front of you, arms are going to come out to the sides, and you can just lower down gently, one vertebrae at a time, until you can't hold it anymore, and come down to your back. Making sure you have that block nearby. All right, I'm going to bend into my knees. My foot bottoms are on the mat, my heels are coming up towards my butt. You can have your hands at either side. We're going to flow through some bridge work here. Just a little bit more core. So I want you to inhale, raise those hips up, pressing the pelvis up to the sky. Try to keep those knees in. You don't want them to splay out here. Tapping into that Ujjayi breath. Inhale, press them up a little bit higher. And exhale, release down for me. Windshield wiper those legs. All right, we're going to do that 2 more times. So come to stillness. When you're ready, inhale those hips on up, pressing that pelvis up to the sky, keeping those knees in. Tap into that Ujjayi breath. Inhale up a little bit more, and exhale, release down. Windshield wiper those legs. All right, last one here, my lovelies. Come to stillness. When you're ready, inhale those hips on up. Press them up, maybe even a little bit higher this time. Tap into that Ujjayi breath. Maybe inhale up a little higher. And exhale, release 1 vertebrae at a time. Windshield wiper those legs. All right, my friends, you can come to stillness. Grab a hold of your block, or you can also use a pillow or a bolster here. Still staying in this bridge position, we're going to take a supported bridge. So I want you to inhale those hips up, scoop that block right underneath your sacral area, your low back, your hips. Rest yourself on that block and find this supported bridge pose. You can place your hands on your belly. I just want you to breathe here. Tap into that Ujjayi breath and feel that warmth rise in your belly, that inner fire, that solar plexus chakra. And as you breathe here, I want you to bring it back to that dream, that thing that sparks that inner fire inside of you. I want you to visualize it here as if you already have it. How does it feel? Now gently, when you're ready, we're going to take a supported shoulder stand here. So staying where you are, you're going to draw the knees into the chest and then just straighten them to the sky. So finding a supported shoulder stand, getting the blood flowing in the opposite direction. So again, that Aries energy, they rule the blood. We're just getting the blood flow in the opposite direction here. You can point and flex the toes. You can roll out the ankles. You can roll out your wrists here too as well if you'd like. Getting some circulation going. Now when you're ready to release, you're just gently going to bend those knees in. Release the feet down. Press those hips up just enough to scoot that block out from underneath you. And go ahead and release. Now we'll take some final twists here. So you can bring your arms out to T position. Draw the knees into the chest. Inhale here. Exhale, drop those legs over to the right. Maybe gaze over the left shoulder. Tap into this Ujjayi breath for these last little moments in class. And just bring it back here to that wish. Even though
Nine of Cups is a water card. You know, cups are water. I'm feeling that for this Aries new moon. Feels very Nine of Cups to me. It's that wish fulfillment, dream come true energy with that Neptune and Jupiter conjunct in Pisces. I like this energy. Could also be because I'm a fire moon and a fire rising. Gently, you can inhale, bring everything back to center, and exhale, drop the legs over to the left, gaze over that right shoulder, and continue to breathe your Ujjayi breath here. Inhale, slowly release to center, and exhale. You can relax here now. If there's any final pose that you find that you want in your practice or you need in your practice, I want you to go there. I want you to listen to your intuition and listen to your body. Do what feels good. And when you're ready to find your Savasana, you can. Now, for Savasana, you can take a legs up the wall if you'd like, where you kind of set yourself up against the wall, put your legs up. It'll continue that kind of circulatory energy. If you'd like to take your full corpse pose, just spread out on your mat, you can do that. You can choose your own adventure, whatever feels good for you. I'm going to bend my knees, knock my knees into each other so I kind of press my low back into the mat. And then just gently rest my hands on my belly so I can just continue to tap into that inner fire, that solar plexus chakra. You can close the eyes if it feels good. And you can release that Ujjayi breath. Just let your breath return to normal. And we'll spend some time here in our Savasana. And I just want you to, again, visualize that wish come true, that wish fulfillment in your mind. Or maybe if you like kind of the fire energy, I think it'll be fun to kind of visualize that fire burning in your tummy, in your abdomen. I almost picture it as like one of those like fire log burning videos that are on YouTube, but like in my stomach. Whatever feels right for you. We'll breathe here together and I'll let you know when it's time to come back. And gently, when you're ready, you can bring your awareness back into your space and back into your body. You can wiggle those toes or wiggle the fingers. You can roll out the wrists or roll out the ankles. Gently making those movements bigger until you're ready to just draw your knees in. You can give yourself a little squeeze here, maybe rock from side to side. And when you're ready, dropping over to one side with the knees still pulled in, using the bottom arm as a pillow in your fetal pose here. Remembering that fetal pose symbolizes fresh starts and new beginnings. That's exactly what this Aries new moon is. You can gently press yourself up to a seat, any seat that is comfortable for you. Bringing your hands to either side of you, feeling the mat beneath your fingertips. Inhale those arms up, taking all that wonderful energy we just created like it's a big old beach ball over your head. Exhale, bring them back down, releasing anything that doesn't serve you. One more inhale up, taking in that energy, bringing palms together to touch and drawing it to your heart center. The light and love and fire in me honors the light and love and fire in each of you. We bow to our practice. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here, my lovelies. I hope you have a wonderful Aries new moon. I am actually having surgery the day of the Aries new moon. I'm having my tubes removed because I'm on Team No Kids. So I will be in recovery for a little bit, but never fear, I will still have all your classes out for you. In my membership, I'm filming right now an exclusive Zodiac series that will be available to my members only, and that will be uploaded before I have surgery, so you'll have some classes to work on while I'm recovering. Again, if you want live classes, exclusive classes, live tarot readings, an exclusive Discord community, you can sign up via the join button on my YouTube. It's only $9.99 a month. It's a great way if you'd like to support me and my business. And if you'd like more yoga and magic in your life, that is there for you. Yeah, I think that's all I got. So have a wonderful new moon, and I will see you lovelies next time.